very successful travel vloggers hate on Blackpool because the algorithm loves hate. But today, I'm here to show you today what the real Blackpool is like. A ghost town in the making. About 100 years ago, this was the Vegas of the North. Wow, it's really windy. We're in England's best holiday town. So come with me today as we explore one of the coolest towns in the north of the UK. Blackpool sits in a pocket of the UK, lined with 11 kilometers of golden sand, one of the longest continuous beaches in the country. It first rose to fame in the 1800s when the Victorians were dead set on building the most epic seaside adventure town possible. And this wasn't just any resort, it was the future. With new railways, you could reach the sea from London or Scotland in under 6 hours. Suddenly, the working class had a playground. Here, Britain flexed its obsession with innovation. The world's first electric tramway, the Illuminations blazing before most towns even had electricity. And for decades, the tallest building in the British Empire towering above it all. Today, some call it tacky, the South make fun of it, and the government labels it as deprived. But because over 20 million people a year still come here, we're here to investigate if Blackpool is a ghost town in the making, or if it's proof that the British Empire created something here that will never fade.
It's a first place.
This is pretty epic. It smells like a toilet. To kick things off, I'm headed to the Clifton Hotel. If I can stop getting distracted by these streets, they've got everything. But fresh oysters, candy factory, tattoo and body piercing, gift shop, pizza, beer, and booze. Who wouldn't want to come here? You can buy hair. Full answers. Woohoo! UPR. Just about everything. Wow. I haven't seen one of these arcades since I was the kid. Do you remember these? Look at these. Look at all the activities we could do. Wow. In the early 1900s, penny arcades started popping up in Blackpool. They exploded in the 1980s when video games hit the seaside, and somehow, they've never left. The carpets, the lights, the noise, the smell. It's like the 80s refused to log off, and I am ready player one. I don't even know. I will say it's very nice being warm. I'm very okay with this. I was promised toilets were up here though. Oh, here we go. Toilets. Wow. This is so different, you guys. Amazing. Okay, that was fascinating. And I'll give it about 8 stars. Free washrooms, no one complained about me filming inside. I'm trying to sneak into this building, and it's not the Starbucks. And here's the Clifton Hotel. Now, the Clifton Hotel was one of the first hotels built in Blackpool. After Britain lost its American colonies in 1776, they got busy innovating luxury back home. By 1780, this was one of 4 grand hotels in Blackpool, built for the ultra-rich. Walking into buildings almost as old as America, now that's pretty epic. Let's see if we can find some more history in here. Back in Victorian ages, this probably used to be a smoking patio. So there would have been plants all planted up here. You could just have a beer, have a cigarette, and stare at the ocean over there. Right now it's a little bit inclement weather today, but that's normal for stuff up here. Okay, that was very cool. Happy people swimming. Okay, that's not exactly the 5-star glamour I imagined, but in a town where the economy is tight, you've got to choose what to save, the bricks or the people. And I think Blackpool made the right call here. Now, let's go see what's happening outside. Whoa, windy! This woman is a vibe. Woohoo! Yo! What are we celebrating here? This is the Woman of the Sea of Blackpool. Subscribe! And me and my woman will come visit you. Along the city, we see signs that say tramway, look both ways. Now, I think it's pretty cool that they have these here for safety, but also in Blackpool, the world's first electric tram was put here. And it was put here to see something called the Illuminations. Now, you see all these wires hanging down in this strip of that way. These are the Illuminations of Blackpool, and there's a pretty cool story behind it.
In 1879, most of Britain still ran on gas lamps, but
Whenever electricity was becoming a super cool thing,
Blackpool became the test site for lighting a town at scale.
it wasn't even in people's houses at the time. Blackpool lit up the promenade.
London was way too risky, but doing it here, if it worked, it'd bring even more tourists. And if it failed, well, that would still make the headlines. A win-win for Britain either way.
And now we just have activities down here. Nice legs. Ha-ha. Albatross. The Ministry of Silly Walks. Beer. We got all of these ads down here. It's like old circus stuff. I don't know what they all are. Memes. Blackpool. Woohoo. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to beaches in the UK, but we don't have sand. Even Brighton doesn't have sand, but Blackpool, they have these beautiful sandy beaches that are black because of peat, which is kind of where they got the name Blackpool. Lots of fish and chips, obviously. Balombar. Balombar. I am loving my ability to plan the sunny weather. This morning, we got a load of rain. Oh, look at this. Guys, we see history tucked in the corner.
Woman, stop! I know this town inspired Vegas, Jersey, and even the Costa del Sol. But if you don't get moving, we'll actually never get to explore this place.
We see little decorations on this old light post. Check this out. Why don't we have stuff like this anymore? A pony ride. We would have had famous artists painting all of this stuff. So writing it would be like part of your Victorian Instagram. We have a stage door, but then look at this. Guys, I think it's an old carriage of like the old Ferris wheel that burned down. So back in the day, Victorians would pay what's now worth like £5 to come down here and walk without anyone annoying them. They could just enjoy the sea, old architecture. It's like an old train car.
Blackpool has 3 piers the Victorians built in the 1800s. The north was for fancy Victorians.
Opened in 1863. Just look at all of that engineering down there. Being supported, rusting away, and yet today people like me still trust it. Woohoo! Do you see the pony on the beach?
Pony rides are tradition here. Back in Victorian times, the posh crowd rode horses through the countryside, but the working class couldn't afford that. Think of it like renting a Kia instead of a Lamborghini.
Look, I'm bigger than the horse.
And honestly, sea breeze beats midgets in your face any day.
What we would do in Dubai, we would go to Dubai, you rent a fancy car. Here, you come to Blackpool and you ride a horse. A different horse, not your own horse. Down this beautiful sandy highway. Enjoying this fresh air. The new health treatment of the Victorians. I think I've said that word like a million times. Oh well. What are you gonna do about it? Skip the video? Well, don't do that. At least like and subscribe first. That'd be nice, thanks.
In the 1800s, the ultimate biohack was sea therapy. Just being near it, or even drinking it, was said to cure everything from depression to tuberculosis. It was their version of celery juice and ice baths, minus the influencers.
It just shows, like, if you build something right, this has been around for what, 150, 200 years? We got all sorts of like animals and stuff here. So on super high tide, this is all covered. We're blocked by a fence right now, but I need to show you something. See this little train track on the beach? This would have been a mini pier that would have wheeled out a crate into the ocean so people could have bathed in modesty.
The same donkeys that tour people down the beach also pull people out to sea inside little wooden bathing machines. In the 1800s, modesty rules were strict, more like parts of the Middle East today. No mixed bathing and absolutely no exposed skin.
I think it's probably a good idea to swim in that in a cage so you don't get hammered by the waves.
The sea isn't the only thing that's rough around here. Blackpool's glamour has taken a serious dip over the last 80 years.
So why did Blackpool go from being the Vegas of the North, the place that over 25% of British people went to every year, to being in the top of the most deprived towns? In the early 1900s, nationalism was a thing. You wanted to vibe with your own country. In fact, it's what kicked off World War II. The huge nationalism spirit of Germany kind of got out of hand just a bit. Well, after the end of World War II, globalism became super big. Global tourism also. See, in the 1960s, budget flights started to become a thing and more cheap. In fact, it's kind of when the Costa del Sol
started gaining popularity. As flights got cheaper, the upper class flew south, and everyone followed. Why take the train to Blackpool when you could fly to Spain for less? Britain's seaside boom started to fade.
And we've got everybody out on the road. Number one is currently in front, then 5 comes in to take over.
What's going on in here?
Halfway, 5 minutes.
We have a horse race.
3, 2, 1. Into first place. Well, we had a false start.
A live commentary in an arcade? What? It's like God narrating your gym set, but with disco lights.
How cool is that?
This is more than 80s nostalgia. It's a quick warm-up before we go back into the rain and wind.
Ski ball. So let's see what activities we have. You can throw darts and things. Hook a duck. Okay, just say that. That's really fun to say. Hook a duck. We have a football game on here, but we got a party, you guys. This is extreme carousel. Can you imagine going that fast?
There are so many ways to get dizzy here while listening to the top 40s.
This is pretty epic, guys. You cannot ride. Okay. Well, I guess I won't then. Guys, we can go on the back side of the roller coaster.
Now, I'm not one for extreme amusements, but I will walk every inch of the place.
Now, the thing that I underestimated about this is how big it is. Like, I have been walking for quite a long time.
Okay, I'm a bit tired, but there's more to Blackpool.
Now, up here, there's one more thing that I wanted to check out, and it's called the Pleasure Beach. That sounds like it's not allowed on YouTube.
Pleasure Beach opened in the 1890s as a response to America's Coney Island. Now, I've somehow snuck into the back way.
And this is what they call pleasureful. It's £50 to go in there. So I suppose for a full day activity for one person, £50 isn't bad, but it's just not currently in my budget. Now, let's go explore some of non-promenade Blackpool. You know, back in the day, Victorians would have had their houses here. The super rich ones would have just built a house, and this would have been their holiday home.
At its peak, Blackpool had more than 7,000 guest houses and hotels.
It's like an old hotel.
The biggest holiday town in all of Europe. Today, many of those buildings are fading, but you can still see the strength of the Victorians in every arch and every facade.
This is so cool. Guys, an old Victorian fence post right here. You would have had an old rusty fence here to go in. Ooh.
It's expensive to keep something alive that's been standing for over 2 centuries. Still though, through the rotting wood and the rusty fences, every corner hums with memories of the seaside holiday town.
Cabaret Extreme! There's these signs everywhere for that. I don't know why I find it funny, but I do. Oh, Extreme Cabaret! Extreme tourism! I keep seeing these all over town, this Ma Kelly's. And I think we found Ma Kelly. Guys, she's on the wall. Voiceover me is gonna tell you who Ma Kelly was, but current me is just happy we finally found Ma. Woohoo! And now it started to rain again.
Ma Kelly lives somewhere between myth and karaoke. She's as fake as Blackpool's glitter and as real as its heart. And like the town itself, if you believe in the magic of Ma, she's real.
See, look at that. We found Ma Kelly again. I love this place. This place is so cool. Guys, we've reached Church Row. Church 1, Red Church. Church 2, Brown Church. So you can choose your religion by color. My legs hurt from gym, so we're gonna take a shortcut. There, shortcut acquired. Oh wow, we got dead people here. 1868, this person was from Manchester. who died in 1882. That'd be kind of epic, right? Like if you were super into Blackpool and you came here a lot, you would just be buried here by the sea. Like right now we put plaques to people whenever we cremate them and, you know, scatter their ashes in the most favorite part of town they liked. But back in the Victorian ages, you would just be buried in your holiday town forever. This place, you guys, is incredible. Oh, I think now we're stuck. Okay. It smells like a toilet.
It's kind of cool how you can get lost in these streets, but somehow you always know you're in Blackpool. Maybe it's the salt in the air, the ridiculously happy people, or this massively pointy thing still towering above us.
Now, navigating in this town is relatively easy because most of the buildings are only 3 stories max, and you can always see the pointy. Woohoo! It's here, 1960s prize bingo as seen on TV. Gift shop, because why not make your gift shop pink right next to the pink pony?
All of these horses are still here, waiting to take holiday makers down the promenade. As for me, it's time to trot off to the train and leave Blackpool's magic behind. For now.
So that's our time here in Blackpool, the ghost town in the making. At the height of the British Empire, we had the tallest structure, just a 2-hour train ride from London. We got this beautiful place. What the Victorians had here is something, like you still feel the vibe and the energy. Like, subscribe, and I'm sure I'll see you soon.